Hello, my beautiful survivors. How are you? This is Karina from Stroke Surviving the Odds, the podcast. The mission of the show is really to move forward past the events of the stroke, to reclaim your life, to reclaim your identity. And for myself, I suffered a brainstem dissection 28 years ago. And I'm proud to say that because the average of people surviving after stroke that Google says is 20 years. So I'm very proud of that. I'm very happy about that. Now, I suffered a brainstem dissection and it led me to coma in the locked-in syndrome. But as you can see, I am here living my best life. And you guys, all of you, Christopher Luke included, you are part of my very best life. So thank you for that. I want to do a little bit of clean house and remind you the show is audible on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple, iTunes. So go ahead, like, follow, and subscribe. And when you are here, it's because you're seeing this on YouTube. Make sure you hit that little bell. That little bell is going to make a huge difference in the show and in my life. And I get to go live on YouTube. So I just love it, love it. The more you see me, the more we empower as a team people. Every week I have these amazing guests, stroke survivors, neuroscientists, pastors. I have a beautiful lineup of guests, and today is not any different. Today, I would like to introduce you to Christopher Luke Pierce. He is in South Africa, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Now, he is the CEO and the co-founder of Freedom Loans and Venture. That company helps stroke survivors like us really reclaim financial stability. We know that when a stroke happens, it shuffles everything. Well, he makes things much easier. And you're going to find out how you can do that with him. He is also not only a stroke survivor, but he is you are a speaker thanks to Toastmasters. So I can't wait to hear about that. He is extremely inspirational. I follow his Instagram, such as I'm asking all of you to. And you will see that he is inspirational. He's full of drive. He doesn't hide anything. He is as authentic as it comes. Guys, I would love for you to meet Christopher Luke Pierce.
Thank you, Karina.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, it is an absolute honor to be here and part of the stroke survivors, surviving the odds. And surviving the odds,
we are, my dear, we are, absolutely. Yeah. So I have a couple of questions to begin. Before we get into the meat and potatoes of today's episode, I would like you to introduce you as the man, not the survivor, as the man before the stroke. And how these two babies, they link. And how they link, the before and after.
Yeah. So, I am the co-founder and director of As One Financial Consultancy. And high net worth clients is where I'm called. And high net worth clients have global investments, and I look after the global portfolios, which includes physical assets like land, like apartments, like luxury villas, and investments and banking. So I was making a lot of money, and then the stroke happened. And the stroke happened like in an instant. I was like nauseous. I'm like, something is not right.
Okay.
And I went back home after walking the dog, and I think I'm going to run a bath.
We both have
and-
dogs. There you go.
Yeah.
Guys,
So, like-
guys, please. That. That was
So
funny.
so I think I'm going to have a bath to wake up, and I feel funny.
Wait,
And
I'm gonna put them out. Wait, I'm gonna put them outside. I apologize for that.
no
So
worries,
you ran
no
a bath.
worries.
You were
Yes.
running a bath.
And like kalchat was the Afrikaans word for naked, and then I'm like, oh, hold up, I'm about to faint. And then I collapsed, and in between the bathroom and the sliding gate is like 15 meters, and
Okay.
it takes me forever to shrivel along this floor, like. And
Wow.
then I finally call my partner, and I'm having a stroke. And I spent 3 months in ICU. They did not know what has happened to me. My high blood pressure, normal. Stress, normal. Like, they have no idea. And then, luckily enough, the doctors come in. Like, I see a lung defect, and that turns out to be the stroke. And I come back, and during that time, during the 3 years that I have to myself, like isolation, I'm like thinking, like something is missing in my heart. Like something is missing. Like I'm active, like I'm stress free. Like what more? And Liberty is paying me disability, monthly disability. Like I'm like, what more? And God. And
Wow.
God.
So let me just interrupt and let's go back in time. That must have been that 15 meters that you had to drag yourself. What was going through your mind at that moment, at that very moment?
I failed. I failed
You failed.
at life.
You failed. You didn't fall on the floor. You failed in life.
Yeah.
Really?
I failed at life. Yeah.
Huh. So immediately your mind was going, I failed. I am to blame for this feeling that I have.
Yes. Yeah.
And you thought you were
the
being
sad.
punished? I don't
Yes.
get it. Ah, you thought you were being punished. Do you have a theory onto why you would have been punished?
Ooh.
Take your
We
time.
are
I'm gonna
opening
ask
up.
you questions.
Yeah, a case of esoterical questions. I believe that God is like resetting my life. And previously I was not Roman Catholic.
Got it.
Yeah, so 15 years, 16 years, I was like
Living life.
sinning, living life, and and like God was like, reset.
Okay.
You lose the income, you lose the relationship, you lose everything besides me.
Okay. He saves your life to you right now. He saves your life, but he's punishing you for the sins you have done. That's the way you perceived it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not going to go into in details with the God thing, okay? However, you are not the only one feeling the way you felt. But God is, you know the story of the feather, the brick, and the bus?
No.
Okay, let me tell you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes before the stroke, think back, okay? And I don't want you to feel guilty about that. But the feather is, you have dizziness, you have signs, little signs that you ignore. And I know, I had them too. I was at the gym 6 days a week training for the and I was constantly feeling dizzy and seeing stars. But I worked through it. That was the feather.
Okay.
A brick is a disabilitating, not a life-threatening, but let's say a major migraine, major frozen shoulder, something that is going to stop you from doing your regular life.
Okay.
So now you've had little signs along the way, little headaches, little stars, dizzy spells you chose to ignore. You got the brick, debilitating something, stomach, throwing up, I don't know, but something to stop your life. And then you didn't get it, right? You got the bus, you had a stroke.
Yeah.
I had a stroke. We all had a stroke. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
Scream for ice cream.
You know, seriously. So the stroke is the bus.
Yeah.
You did not die. God saved you.
Yeah.
But it was, in your own word, wake up.
Yeah. Wake up and, give up all the vices and
what happened at that
straight
point? Now you're 3 months in ICU, you're thinking, you're analyzing your own behaviors, right? You're judging yourself, like many people do.
Yes.
How did you become Christopher Luke Pierce? How did you become who you are today?
You know, I say that the Lord really gives me a lot. Give me a lot. Like, I'm not talking, I'm not walking, and day by day, I'm making improvements. Day by day, showing up consistently, showing up with discipline, with grit, you know, with willpower. And I've made it this far. Yeah.
So could it be, I'm just throwing it out there, the good person you are now, the man that was lying in the hospital bed for 3 months in ICU, that had that discipline and grit to get his ass up and go to do his physios and OT and all that, that man was the same man as before the stroke. But now he understood more.
Yeah.
Could it be?
Yeah.
You were always like that. I have to tell, the coach in me tells me that I need to reassure you that you are amazing. And you were always amazing.
Yeah.
But you found in you what you were missing.
Yeah.
And were
The
you
reset.
doing the benefit? A reset.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Like a do-over.
Yes, a do-over. You know, a do-over means the world to me.
Just looking at your face, I can tell that it means the world. That Do you play golf?
No, so I
Okay.
used to play golf. Like
Okay. So okay.
recently, I Warmer Park is the driving range, and oof, I hit the ball like 3 meters. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
and I used to
Well,
hit the ball 280 meters
I
before.
believe you.
Yeah,
I used to
yeah.
play golf through Christopher Luke, okay?
Okay.
Before, in my old life. Do you remember, you know what a mulligan is?
Yes. Yeah.
So the way I see this do-over that we got from the stroke, it's a mulligan. It's a free pass,
Yes. Yes.
you know?
Yeah.
For those of us who understand golfing, I don't even bother hitting the ball anymore. I just go to there you go. So tell me, I read in your Instagram that you are a pastor, or you were, or you are. How does
You know, okay, so lately I've been called by God to shepherd um, um, Herbie Beach swims.
Excuse
And
me,
like,
I don't understand.
okay, so
You're called by God to do what?
to shepherd beach
Shepherd.
swims.
Okay, yes.
Yes, yeah.
Love it. Okay.
To remain patient and to, you know, with all the will that I have, I'm a good swimmer. Like, I'm a great swimmer. I am a Paralympic swimmer, like classified, and, you know, and I am called to shepherd the lost sheep.
Okay.
The lost sheep, like the swimmers. And that's, you know, where I
I
come
think
in.
it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful, Christopher Luke, that you are taking this part of your recovery seriously.
Yeah.
And it shows how much you feel blessed.
Yes.
That you
Like-
feel blessed. That's all you can do is preach, as in be the shepherd. And we can bring the horse to water, but we can't make it drink, right?
Yeah.
You put upon
Lead by-
yourself.
Lead by example.
Love it. Love it. Lead by example. That is a big value that right away I tried to, when I started the podcast, lead by example our children that see us fighting for our lives. Lead by example our spouses that maybe are not living a Roman life.
Yeah.
No, lead the people around. That is something that is beautiful and commendable, Christopher Luke. There's nothing to be shy of. Because today it's still considered a little bit taboo. People are uncomfortable saying how much they love God. Why? Why do you think that?
I just think this is like a Western culture that has work culture is what I call it. You know, like say no to God, you know, LGBTQ plus, it's expanding. It's not contracting. And you know, I choose to live by faith, and that's it. Like by faith, like Sikhs, Muslims, like Christians, you know, like Hinduism. Listen, it's faith. It's faith.
Yeah.
Yes, it's faith. it's the divine, the creator, God, whatever you call it, is alive and
Yeah.
looking over us every day. You know,
And forgiving
like
us.
I read the Bible every day, every single day. And I believe that it is like to walk up firm
To walk.
and believe that there is a God, and
Yeah.
who else says so? The work media? Yeah.
You are leading by example, Christopher Luke, and really I applaud that. I won't tell you enough. I do. Bravo, bravo, man. Now, I also saw on your Instagram, I kind of looked all over. I also saw, and I think that they're kind of linked, that you like to listen to classical music.
Yes.
Because you see, I pick up on these things because well, how did you say it? It keeps you in touch with your emotions.
Yes.
And do you believe
know-
that your emotions are with the divine?
You know, emotions are emotions. Like, I get that this is all a part of being human, but I use classical music to tune them out. Like, let's say I'm feeling sad, okay? Let's say I'm feeling sad because my dog died. I play the classical music, and it reminds me that Glock is a blessing. He lives to serve me. To serve me in the only way a dog can.
Yeah.
To be happy that I'm around. And, you know, classical music resets my system. You know,
I like that.
yeah, so classical music is like music that's divine, that spreads
It is.
joy, that spreads peace, that spreads love. Like, I don't know a single person who likes classical music but does not believe in love and peace. Yeah.
That is so true. That is so true. Now I'm going to ask you a human question. Do you ever get discouraged?
Yes. Listen, all the time. All the time. All the time.
I want you to tell the audience and the listeners that it's a normal thing, and all that you see, people feel, survivors think that they're alone feeling how they do. They are failures, and because they get down and they get discouraged. But look, guys, look, Christopher Luke is telling you that he does, and he's a very well-centered man. So I always tell you guys, if you choose not to take my words, at least take his. And you see,
Yes.
he gets discouraged. And now he's going to tell you how he gets over himself. I I'm a hard one, I know.
Okay,
But if you don't
self-doubt.
want, please feel free.
No.
If you feel it's too
No.
heavy, you tell me,
No.
Karina, I'd rather not go there.
No, self-doubt is... Okay, self-doubt often represents social scenes and girlfriends and, you know, what does he think of me?
Okay.
So I get over myself by telling myself I'm enough. I'm enough. I'm worthwhile being here, being like present in the chaos of the stuff that's happening around me. You know, I believe in God, you know, so I say, God, who will go for us? Send me. And I say that, and I'm like, send me. Send me to forward charge this movement, this feeling of doubt, of fear, of angst, and let me. Send me.
Okay.
I don't know if that answers the
It
question.
does resonate because I think that's what I immediately found, that we have a lot of similarities. We don't say the same, but we have a lot of similarities from what I could see beforehand. And now that I hear you, what would you tell people that stroke survivors that think their life is over? That they're so down and discouraged. They're not at the limit, but they are so down. They don't see the end of the tunnel, that there's light at the end of the tunnel. And sometimes I struggle not to see. I always see a light. There's always a light. But I struggle to say how I see the light.
Yeah.
I guess that's my aphasia, that the connection, you know?
Yes.
So I'm hoping that maybe you could bring some light into this.
You know, anything is possible. You know, luckily, I make an exceptional recovery. Exceptional. Like, I don't know if it is a miracle or if it's
Discipline.
yeah, discipline. Like, I changed my life in order
Yeah.
to feel better. Like, diet is extremely important to me. Like the 80-20 rule. Like 80% I eat healthy, and 20% I eat like cake. Like,
Okay, you guys
or
got that?
Future Life.
80-20 rules for the number one thing.
Yes.
80 good, 20 crap. Chips and everything, okay? Next.
And Oreos. And Oreos. Oy.
I love my Oreos, the romance. Do you split them open and lick the
No.
middle, or you eat the whole thing?
No. Okay, like I'm off fast food. Like fast food is no go. No go for me.
Okay.
And fizzy drinks? No go.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
But
And-
Oreos are a big go-go.
Yeah, so I like to keep the whole foods whole. And I don't buy into cheap processed foods.
No.
Like,
Okay.
yeah. And spirituality is key for me. You know, when I feel down, I look up and look to the heart, and I feel safe. You know, the world is chaotic. The world is chaotic. And we see this in Iran and, you know, Ukraine, Russia, the war going on there, and yeah. And
I'm
I
sorry, I'm
am
sorry.
looking after
Okay.
myself the best way I know how, by sharing love, by asking people what they are grateful for, like every day. What are you grateful for?
Ooh,
What are you
you're
grateful
asking
for?
Me, look, you're asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm grateful for a lot of things. Like being alive is a done deal, right? But
Yes.
I'm grateful for the encounters that I make.
Mm.
I think that we meet the right people. I meet the right people at the right time, and the right things at the right time.
Yeah.
And I am grateful that I have the awareness and the capability of. I'm very grateful for my inner growth. I will say in the last 5
Yes.
years,
Yes.
how quickly I got it. But then again, I was supported. I went and I looked. I became an NLP practitioner,
Yeah.
neuro linguistic practitioner, out of the blue, just like that, because I joined and I loved it. And then I realized that's what happened to me when I was in therapy. That's the exercises that I used to do. So I'm grateful that I'm capable of recognizing
Mm.
where I am versus even my emotional intelligence has always been high, but I'm so proud and grateful to where I am. And I mean, it's a done deal to be grateful for life, my family, my dogs, my husband, my daughter. I mean, it's a done deal, right? But to
Yes.
see I'm grateful for a cup of instant coffee. I don't like Nespresso, I don't like Tassimo, but I like instant coffee. I savor it, you know? And I'm grateful that after the stroke, because I was very snob and before, I wasn't humble before the stroke.
Yes.
I was, for lack of a better word, I was a little mundane. I was a little, a little over. I was modeling and, the 3-inch heels and everything. I was more towards appearance. And the stroke wiped that out. No more heels for me. No more size 2. No, you see?
Mm-hmm.
Now I got this. I got to use this and this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm using what God gave me, what God left
Yes.
me, and what God gave me. But does that answer the question of what I'm grateful for?
Yes. Like
We were talking about
exponentially, Karina. Exponentially. You take the stroke and locked-in syndrome. Nogal. You change this adversity.
Mm-hmm.
You change this adversity. You faced the demons and the doubt and the fear and like the anxiety, this discomfort, and you made it out.
Yeah.
Look at you, Karina. You host a podcast that was listed 6th most influential podcasts. Like, look.
Yeah.
Look.
I have more. Yes, I know where you're going, Christopher. Look, I think that it's, for me, I love asking the questions. I love helping people, but now I put myself in the back burner all the time. But yes, I received an email. Thank you for reminding me. I received an email stating that I was number 6th most influential podcast for stroke survivors in the U.S. And that is huge because 77% of my listeners and now my viewers are from the States. So that is huge. You guys are making it happen. Yay. But what I didn't tell you, Christopher Luke, is that there is a list in the U.S. of the 20 most listened to podcasts for stroke survivors. And we as a unit are numero uno. We are numero uno. And wait, I'm not done. This came as a huge surprise. And thank you, Christopher Luke, for giving me the space to say this. It's funny, it's my show, but you're giving me the space. I have to tell you, when I started the show in 2021, I was sort of like you, looking for more. I wasn't called by the divine, but I was called to My heart, I wanted to take everybody's pain away, and I knew what other stroke survivors were doing, and I did not have any sort of support 28 years ago, right? So I wanted to make a difference. And when I decided to do the show in 2021, all I wanted to reach was one person, make one person around the world feel better about their situation, about their lives, see they can turn it around. One.
Yeah.
Within 8 months, it's out of the world. I had no clue. I remember looking at the list on my phone, the 15 kings, okay? The 15 most popular stroke survivor podcasts in the world. And I remember seeing the list and thinking to myself, I want to be on that list. I want to be on that list. I don't care. I don't want to be number one, but I want to be.
A goal.
Yes. 8 months later, I was number 8 out of 15 worldwide. Now I am maintaining position within the top 5 worldwide. So you ask me, what am I grateful for? You know, when I introduce the podcast and I say, I'm living my best life and you guys are all part of it.
Yeah.
Well, my best life is seeing that I'm making a difference.
Yes.
And I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful to have that chance. I could have been 6 feet under. I could have been ashes. But I, like you, was saved to do what I do best, right? What I was meant to do all along, and I am creating a difference.
Creating the difference.
And again, I get down, I get discouraged. I don't have. I do. I won't lie. Self-doubt. I don't have a lot, but I do have, and I get discouraged just like you. But I also know that I got to move my ass if I want to not get discouraged, right?
Yeah.
The only way we get, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the only way we can move forward is with some kind of action.
Yeah.
Some kind of motivation, something that drives you.
You know, I actually have to say that your NLP actually transfers to me, like personally.
Really? Wow.
You know, I have trouble finding where I belong. And right now, right in this moment, I belong to a group, or to Karina, to the stroke survivors. Like this, you know, I'm part of a group, and this makes me feel emotional. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I have a feeling that we're going to have more chats and more chances to brainstorm together, you know, and to grow together, because we have the same mission, sort of. Sort of. Yeah, absolutely. So, and there's still one question I'm curious about, and if I don't ask you, I am going to really regret it. Can you explain to us what the Nelson Mandela University is?
Nelson Mandela University?
Because you got, again, I checked you out, and on Instagram you got a medal of some sort, and you got accepted, or you graduated, I'm not sure.
Yeah. So I am selected to individually represent South Africa at the Mauritius African Champs. Yeah, on June the 14th.
Really? Really? Okay.
Yeah.
And that has to do with the Nelson. So within the Nelson Mandela school, you were chosen to go in this particular speaking event.
No. Okay, so triathlete is
Triathlete.
far.
Oh yes, athlete.
Yes.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Check you out. Check you out. You
You
are
know.
very, very athletic. You swim. You
Yeah.
swim from what I see. You're like a dolphin. You
Yes.
swim.
Yeah.
You run.
You cycle?
Right? But I don't see you cycling though. I never saw videos of that. You need to get a GoPro. You need
Yes,
to get a
I need to get a
GoPro.
GoPro. I've got
There you-
one there. There.
You do?
In
Well, there
there.
you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I finally got selected for para-athlete triathlon team to move my effective aphasia is
Okay.
tough. Okay. So I finally got selected in 2 years to represent NMB, like Eastern Province Provincial
Wait.
Triathlete,
Okay.
in Mauritius in June the 14th. So like I'm
Understood. Wow.
stoked. Yeah.
Wow, that's a big accomplishment. I mean, you
Yes.
worked hard for that.
Yes.
Physically
worked.
and mentally hard.
Yeah.
With discipline comes consistency. Those are the two biggest things that I drill in me and I drill
Yes.
in people. You can't have one without the other. But repetition
No.
and consistency are keys to success.
Yeah.
And when you have that, you have discipline.
Yeah. So on the studying side, I applied to Mill Park University and I've gone like 2 modules passed, like 70% in accounting. Like I'm grateful that I get to learn, that I get to push myself. Like,
Wow.
yeah,
Good for you, man. That's amazing, amazing, amazing. Listen, I know that we could go on and on and on. I'm gonna talk to you after June 14th. Maybe in the fall we'll do a recap
Yes.
of how summer went for the both of us and where
Yeah.
we are at in both of our adventures. Okay. So, any final word, my dear? Anywhere people can find you? Would you
Yeah.
make sure that I get all your? You make sure I get whatever links you want me to get,
Yes.
okay? All
Yeah.
right, excellent, excellent. Thank you. Guys, we are going to conclude today's episode. It was a wonderful, wonderful conversation. It was fun. It was full of laughter and seriousness and a lot of pride. I hope you guys can feel that with Christopher, Luke, and myself. We are proud survivors,
yes,
such as you
Yes.
should be, absolutely. And we're going to help you get there if that's what you want, okay? So again, I'm not going to clean house. You know that I'm on audio on Spotify XXX. I'm here on YouTube. Hit that bell, please. Make sure you subscribe. It's free, and you know what I say. If it's free, it's for me. So that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. To let you guys go. And love you guys. Bye. Look.